Central, PJ Stock joining us now. I just have to ask, are you okay? Because it looks like you're in a hostage situation or somewhere in a deep, dark hole.
This is good. Parents just got a new condo. They have everything but air conditioning and lighting. So, well, we got some signs. I found some paper and some tape to decorate a little. So let's rock and roll.
Okay. You had a very simple tweet, but effective tweet after the Game 1 loss from Montreal. Too much Tampa. Pretty much sums up Game 1? Yeah,
sums up Game 1. And I think, you know what, it's almost like a perfect loss for Montreal just because everything kind of went wrong. You know, I think, you know, obviously I hope Canadiens fans will get mad at me here, but, you know, you go by comparables and you know, Tampa Bay up front and Kucherov and Point and Stamkos and some of their players, I think, outweigh, some of the top dogs for Montreal on the back end. You got, you know, Hedman, McDonough, Hedman up there every year for the Norris. And, you know, even though the big four or the six for Montreal have been great, kind of advantage to Tampa on the back on there. And then the back end of that is Price and Vasilevsky. And Price has been all world in the last, 8 weeks. But, you know, Vasilevsky's been up for the Vezina every year. Was it 4 years in a row now? So it was just, I'm watching that game and I'm hoping Montreal, I want them to do well, but just everything was advantage Tampa. Montreal's been able to find ways to slow games down and get other teams to kind of play their style, just not against the champs. And I thought that Tampa, from their power play, looked so good. You know, Montreal's penalty kill was 30 for 30, and it was rewriting the record books. And then, you know, they run into the champs, the machine, and it was just too much Tampa. But it's what you learn from that first game and how you react from it and how you're going to play and be prepared for the next one. So I'm excited to see how Game 2 gets rolling.
There was a period in that second, 8 minutes, 10 minutes or so where Montreal looked like they could maybe stay with them. They were only down by a goal, and you thought, oh, maybe something will happen out of this. It didn't, obviously. But do you take a positive out of that brief chunk of time?
Yeah, like I said, everything is, what did you learn from that Game 1? I thought a lot of things didn't go well. I know there were some brief moments for Montreal, but, they were making mistakes. The players that have been all worldly for them weren't all worldly. You know, for 8 minutes, if you want Ivanka, yeah, it was great. If they can take anything from it and say, yeah, hey, we competed for 8, but we got to be able to do this for the other 52 remaining in the game. And like I said, a lot of little things that are fixable, but it's hard to make any mistakes against a team that is, stronger in almost every position and the experience in between their ears of being the champs.
Let's talk about one of those champs, and Nikita Kucherov, who, no matter what he says, everyone knows he is not 100% healthy. However, the way he played, especially in the series opener, was just dominant. So how do you put his playoff play into the big picture? How do you describe it, given he was out all regular season and missed so much time on the ice, and then he's able to produce like this?
You're going to see veterans now. In training camp, the veterans would always have this injury, so they wouldn't have to do the first few days of training camp. Oh, my stomach or my back. Now you're going to see star players like, oh, my stomach. I can't play the 82 games during the regular season, but I'll be ready for the playoffs. Kucherov is what he's doing is absolutely amazing. He had his surgery, I think, in just December, and he just looks so good. He's so smart, and he's injured, but he finds those little spots to go to. He gets rid of the puck before he's about to get hit. And Montreal, if they want to do anything, I know Weber gave him a little love tap at the end of last game. They have to start with that off the hop. Game 2, they got to use their physicality to their advantage. Their big four defense, Weber, Petrie, Sherratt, and Edmondson. They got to play dirty. They got to get this into a street fight, and that's the first guy you got to go after. You have to find a way to slow him down because he's just so fun to watch right now if you're a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah, he's just putting up ridiculous numbers and making it look so good. PJ, we'll try and reunite you with Ken next time. I know you miss each other. He feels the same.